Hi, everybody. How are you? Sorry, I was a minute late. Um, we have a couple questions from last week, but if you have questions, I want you to ask away. Um, very eager to uh, chat, and you ask, I'll answer. So the first one I got was about oranges. What to do about like orange juice? Like the juice actually from an orange. How do you deal with it? Here's how you deal with it. Um, you treat it like you treat anything like that, like blueberries, strawberries, wine, those sorts of things. Just orange is the same sort of deal. So you treat it the same way. It's super easy. Just add a little oxygen bleach. Another question that I got was what to do about. I posted a video last week about, if you're going to thrift and you buy something and it has that like dryer sheet fabric softener smell, and to use ammonia. And several people ask, well, how much do you use? And the answer is it takes about a half a cup for a full load. And somebody asked me too, like if you have um, like that old sort of, that mildewy sweat smell kind of thing from thrift, what do you do? The answer there is you use oxygen bleach and it takes it right out. But I want to know what questions you have. So start popping the questions in because I'm eager to see them. And here we go. Okay. Happy Thursday to you, Jenny. Okay. I have some meat juice oil stains. Like taco sauce. Yes, you do. Yum, yum, yum. It did not come out with vinegar and water and oxygen bleach. I'm doing something wrong. I haven't dried them yet. Okay, that's great because it's vinegar and water, and then you want to scrub with soap and a brush. So vinegar and water, and then soap and a brush. It's going to lift it, but basically what happened is the oil from the meat, the vinegar broke down, but the rest of the residue sort of whatever it didn't, and you want to use the soap and the brush. That's the same technique you use for like lipstick or barbecue sauce. Okay, the next question. I haven't heard you mention washing in hot water. Any advice? Let's see. Let's show that. I haven't heard you wash in hot water. Any advice? Um, yeah, I don't wash in hot. I wash in warm. It's warm enough to get everything done, but I just don't think you need the heat. It can be tough. Um, Warm is always going to work. Hot can wreck some fabrics. Hang on one sec. No. The best way to wash standard size bed pillows. Get this going. Top load machine and how to dry after tennis balls. Did that show? There we go. Wash them. You always want to use soap, never detergent. If you don't use soap flakes, okay, use down wash or something. You definitely want to use soap. If you're going to do them in a top loading washer, the best way to do it is to soak them first in the sink to make sure they're wet before you throw them in, or put them in and let them pre-soak because you want them to be saturated when the washer starts. Otherwise, it'll get off kilter. Put them dry, put them in the dryer with 3 tennis balls and just let them dry. It's easy. Okay. Oh, Wendy, do you know what's funny is I haven't seen that. Oh, that's hysterical. Well, you and I know who do it. But yes, spritz your clothes with vodka. Okay, aloha from Hawaii. I'll have to tell Saya you're in Hawaii because he's Hawaiian. Um, Cleaning white leather sneakers. I'll be honest. I use a stain bar and stain brush on mine, and I have great results with them. I just use stain bar, stain brush. If you don't want to, use a really good leather conditioner. Put it on kind of heavy, let it sit, and then wipe it away, and it'll take the dirt away with it. The best Okay. What's the best formula to clean grout? The best thing to use is oily soap and oxygen bleach. I use stain solution from the laundress and oxygen bleach because I have it. If you don't, this is one time I would tell you it's okay to use dish soap. So put dish soap on your grout and put oxygen bleach on with it and let it sit and then scrub it in, and it will scrub everything out. It's pretty amazing how that works. Let's see, I got a question here too. Um, oh, per your recommendation, we've started to spray the armpits of our shirts every wash with 50-50 vinegar and water. Do we need to spray them? Per your recommendation, we've started to spray the armpits of our shirts every wash with 50-50 vinegar and water to prevent pit stains. Do we need to spray them every time? Yes, because actually what you're doing, that stain is basic and the vinegar is acidic and it's making the pH neutral, and so it's washing out. So yeah, you have to do it every time because it keeps you from having to do something else. I keep a spray bottle right next to the washing machine, and when I throw my shirts in, I just spray them and toss them in. The other thing you need to remember is the vinegar needs to be wet when the washer starts. So just spray them all in, toss it in. Okay, and to remove old pit stains, would you recommend oily soap and oxygen bleach? Some of these are pretty bad, and some of the shirts are sentimental. Sure. So that's what you do. You use oily soap, put it on, sprinkle the oxygen bleach on top, let it sit a couple hours, and run hot water through it. Now, if the stains are really bad, if they're at the point where they're like crusty, you may have to do it more than once. And the reason is because it has to penetrate all the way through. So if the first time you do it, you take off of some layers, but that the solution can't run straight through the shirt. Like and I've seen it on like t-shirts especially. You may have to do it more than once, but it will come out. It's pretty amazing. That's one of those tips from the book that it's hysterical. So many people love, but it's pretty remarkable. Yeah. What other questions do you have? And I'm sorry I missed you last week. It was, I like doing live. I don't actually like missing it, to be very honest. I want to make sure that I'm not missing any questions from last week. Oh, that's sweet. But, I'm going to post that so everybody can see it. Thanks, you're amazing. I'm not. But I'm really happy. I appreciate all of you tuning in and listening and watching and those sorts of things. Let's see. No. I appreciate doing that. I look forward to this every week because it gives me a chance to connect and say hi. Tips on the best way to clean outdoor window screens. I just did this. I can tell you they're easy to pressure wash if you have a pressure washer, and I do. But to be honest, I just had one that it was like I need to do them all, but I was cleaning this one window, and I just was like, ugh. So the best way to do it, if you don't have a pressure washer or you don't want to use the pressure washer, is mix up some dish soap and water, and mix it up kind of like a lot of soap to water because you want it sudsy. Use a brush. I use a big oversized horsehair brush. Use a brush and like brush that soap on and then just spray it off, and everything comes off with it. The soap, if you use a pressure washer, you can just do it with water. But the thing about the soap is it grabs a lot of that sort of gunk, that builds up on screens like exhaust fumes, pollen, whatever, and makes it easier to rinse off. With the power of the pressure washer, of course, that's fine. But if you don't have that, then that does it. But yeah, it's super easy. I got a question also. I remember now. That was the other one I was looking for. It was about coffee stains. And coffee stains, just pour really hot water through them and they come off. I have lots of t-shirts with prints, and I'm wondering if turning them inside out for washing and drying would help the prints last longer. Some of the prints start to degrade. That is true. They're actually degrading, though, in the dryer. My t-shirts that are printed, like concert t-shirts, I write in the book about a Culture Club t-shirt that I bought at the state fair, and I had always wanted one, and I had seen them several times, and I'd never bought a t-shirt, and so I bought it, and I baby it. I just don't put them in the dryer. I throw them across the drying rack. If you want to put them in the dryer, put them in with like a towel or something, and don't let them over dry. Dry them till they're just dry and pull them out. But if I was going to put them in the dryer, I would turn them inside out as well. Well, thanks for liking the new haircut. You know what? I like it too. This wonderful woman in New York, her name is Lorraine. She cuts my hair and I love her. And I was in New York for GMA 3, as you all know, and I was able to get it cut while I was there. And I'm really, really happy. And Julie, the woman in town who cuts my hair, is also amazing. But I need to get better about going more regularly. Now that it's short, I'm going to have to, because otherwise it will look shaggy. Yeah. So see. Oh shoot, it's after 1:45, and I always try to end on time. Thank you so much for joining in. If you're watching this later, pop a question in and I'll pick it up next week. Otherwise, I hope everybody's doing really well. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope it's a great weekend. There should be lots of things going on, and it's starting to get into summer. I need to make, what I should show you all. I will try. I'm not going to swear to it, but I will try to make a video. I want to make ice cream sandwiches this weekend, and I should do a video and show you how I do it because they're pretty fun. So anyway, everybody have a really great week. I'll see you next week. Bye.